got some work to do now.
Whether you like it or not, Velma's still going on. And I hate to break it to some of you, but it's actually getting a bit better. After the horrible start, it certainly picked up. It's got its own developing problems, but the characters actually seem to be finding themselves. Now that we're at the halfway point, rather than a general plot review, let's just see where each of these characters seem to be headed. I'm Keckers, this is Velma. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more? Let's get started. Starting off as generally the most likable character on the show, it seemed he had nowhere really to go but down. Really far down. Because that's kind of what happened. With him being this rather annoying, insipid incel character. His constant pining after Velma was funny for like 5 minutes, just before it became sad and annoying. And the way the show treats him is pathetic. It just got old really fast. But hey, the episode with him becoming a counselor for some reason, that started off being funny. It gave him an upward swing, until it swung back in the opposite direction with him being even more annoying, trying to pretend to be Daphne for some reason to get Velma to like him again. Well, they tossed him a girlfriend, but that seems like they need to do kind of more than that because this guy needs some self-respect. And what he's doing right now is not it. I mean, at least looks like he's kind of going to be developing, but I kind of hope he's more than what he is now, because what he is now is pathetic. Okay, she's crazy, and I mean bonkers. Her and Velma are the start of their whole relationship nonsense, and it seems more like the core of the series is going to be about Velma and her reaffirming their relationship. They even have complementary motivations, with her trying to find her real parents, just like Velma's trying to find her missing mother. She's gotten more development, she's more interesting, the whole stuff about her parents being criminals that her adoptive parents rescued her from, that stuff's nice, and she's kind of nice. When it turns out that the whole thing about her being the rich bitch really was just kind of put out there and is all in Velma's head, and just another example of Velma being a nonsense, a bad character who treats everybody horribly. Velma is just like, oh so bad, but Daphne's good and interesting and funny, and she gets better as the show seems to go along. Her family's great too, and their horribleness, but you know, she's good. So that's some bonus. Fred is strange. He's a wonky, horrible man-child that mistreats people, misunderstands people, and is a fucking moron who halfway through the show develops feelings for Velma because he's introduced into feminine studies, and then the entire character switches to being about him trying and utterly failing to go from this idiotic, helpless man-child to a feminist ally, and I have to admit, he's kind of hilarious in how bad he is. Except for one thing. Everything before that seemed to be building up to examining the idea of all this failure of being a traditional man being because of his father and their horrible relationship and the emotional development being there. But it's all wasted because it just seems to be about, oh no, his balls haven't dropped. So apparently that means he's less of a man, so you're just supposed to laugh at that? I mean, he's funny when they let him be, but he's also kind of pathetic in other ways that aren't just funny. And there's Velma. She's horrible. I mean, God, she's horrible. She's a bad person, a bad friend. She's pretty much bad at being a detective, and every time she's on screen, I want bad things to happen to her. I mean, at least at this point, it seems that everyone in the show actually gets that she's a bad person. I mean, even Fred's fake feminism is a better person than she is. It seems like they're trying to fix her over the course of the show, but they also made her so horrible a person that for a lot of the times, I just, there's no fun watching her. I want her to end up being the killer so that she gets punished for more stuff, because like, dear God, she's bad to everyone around her. But then again, everybody in this is bad for the most part. I mean, yeah, just, she treats everyone like utter crap, and it never stops. Yeah, this show's halfway through, and this is where the characters are. I gotta say, people, it's better than they say it is, but you know, there's some laughs, but while I get that the characters and plot seem to be going somewhere, I can't say the journey is, you know, quite fun to go on there yet. I don't know, I'm still watching this, I just have to know what happens. Anyway, I'm Keckers, this is Velma, and oh, we're halfway through, guys. Later, taters.